Hello friends, good morning. So we are going to start with our next discussion on the geography of Rajasthan. So in the last class we have discussed about the geological structure of Rajasthan. Okay, so we'll continue with that and we'll discuss further on the same topic, which is called the geological structure of Rajasthan. So we have seen the Proterozoic era, okay? We have also seen the Precambrian era, okay? Inside Proterozoic era, we have seen Pre-Aravali, Precambrian, and we have also seen the Paleozoic era, okay? And in that, we have also seen basically the Permian Carboniferous, era also. Now we'll see the Mesozoic era briefly. Okay, so Mesozoic era. So here the western part of Rajasthan where the sea was spread. Okay, so the western part of Rajasthan, it was under the sea. It was under the sea during the Mesozoic era. Okay, it was the western Rajasthan. So during this time, we have the two rock groups. Okay, two rock groups that are primarily consisting of Badmer and Jaisalmer districts. Okay, which was imposed on the Melani igneous order. So it basically consisting of the Lathi series rock groups of Jurassic period. Okay, specifically in the Jaisalmer region or in the Jaisalmer district. So we will have the Jurassic and Cretaceous ages or period both, specifically in the Mesozoic era. They are found. Okay, the rock groups of the Triassic period are not found here, so you can found the fossils. Okay, you can found the fossils of the Jurassic period. Specifically, you can have the National Fossil Park. Okay, that park is located at Jaisalmer. Okay, so you will have the rocks of the Jurassic sequence that will be found over there, and you will have basically different types of rocks. So what type of rocks you will have basically here? You will have sandstone. Okay, you would have basically siltstone, clay, these types of different texture material you can basically found over there. Okay, let's move to the Neozoic era. The Neozoic era. So as per the evidence which have been received in Rajasthan, okay, with respect to the fossils, with respect to the glaciers, okay, this era again you can divide into tertiary era. Okay, this is the first subdivision, and you can also divide at the quartile era. So one by one we will see. In the tertiary era, the rock shelters are mainly found, okay, nearby the Nagaur district, okay, of Rajasthan, Bikaner, then Badmer and Jaisalmer district. Okay, so here the rock clusters specifically you can find over there. What type of rocks you will have? You will have primarily the fossiliferous limestones, sandstones, clay. You can also found lignite and also the multani mitti. ठीक है, in the Barmer Jaisalmer area, in these two areas you will also found the gas and oil deposits also. ठीक है, these and gas and oil deposits belongs to the tertiary era. ठीक है, in today you can find out, you know, the ONGC is involved in extraction of the oil and gas deposits. In the second quartile era, okay, we'll take the next page. In quartile era, okay, so here most of the landforms obtained, okay, whatever we have, the landforms, they are built, okay, specifically in this era. So landform building process was basically there. There was also the deposition of, ठीक है, various, the sand, silt or clay. So that will be deposition of river. ठीक है. So you will have the river basins. You will have various sediments which was deposited by the rivers. So here the rivers, drains and other aspects of the movement of the erosion like air, you can have the sandy soils over there. So rock formations of that particular era is basically reflecting the climate of the rock that basically cover the period, particular period. Okay, so that is basically in terms of your quartile era. Let's discuss the different rocks in Rajasthan. Different rocks in Rajasthan. So Rajasthan's land structure is basically very complex in terms of geological, in terms of geology. You will have different rocks, or we will say in geology the rock groups. So different rock groups have been developed over there. Okay, they are as broad. Okay, different types of rock groups you can have. For example, you will have the Bhilwara supergroup. Why we say supergroup? Because it consisting of, the large area or large extension. Okay, then you have the Delhi supergroup. You have Aravali supergroup. You have Palani range, and you have the Vindhya range. Okay, so we will discuss the different rock groups under these 5 subheadings. So one by one we will discuss. So first let's discuss about the Bhilwara supergroup. Okay, so here the Bhilwara supergroup is basically known for its base metal mineralization. Okay, so which is proven the rich sources are found in Rajasthan. Okay, so this Bhilwara subgroup basically include, okay, various areas or various, the regions like you have Bundelkhand. Okay, Knees, that is basically one type of rock. ठीक है. Then you have basically the patti knees, ठीक है. So it is basically a blend of these two. What is knees here? Knees are basically a metamorphic rock. Metamorphic rock. This metamorphic rock belongs to Archean era. ठीक है. What type of metamorphic rock you will found here in the Bhilwara subgroup? So you can found predominantly granite, ठीक है, which is presenting in Rajasthan in various colors. ठीक है. This Bhilwara subgroup, which will have, you know, an extended area in Rajasthan, which covers several districts, like you have Udaipur, you have Bhilwara, and you have Chittorgarh. ठीक है. So primarily you will have the metamorphic rocks, which are also known as knees. It is an amalgamation of Bundelkhand knees and Patti knees. ठीक है. They are geological names, and now that belongs to the Archean era of metamorphic rocks, and that are extending to the several districts of Rajasthan, like Udaipur, Bhilwara, and Chittorgarh. Primarily you will have basically the granite, which is basically also extracted in Rajasthan. Then we'll have the Aravalli system. ठीक है. Let's take Aravalli system. In the Aravalli system, you would have again the ancient metamorphic rocks. What is metamorphic rock? Metamorphic rocks are those rocks which have been formed under, you know, the extreme temperature and pressure. So, you know, the rocks like igneous rocks or sedimentary rocks, they convert into the metamorphic rocks for undergoing the prolonged period of the changes in the temperature and the pressure conditions. ठीक है. So the ancient metamorphic rocks in the Aravalli systems, you can find, like, you will have the quartzite. Quartzite is a metamorphic rock. You have phyllites, you have grits, you have limestone, ठीक है, knees, ठीक है. So these types of metamorphic rocks you can found in the Aravalli system. This Aravalli system, which is again extending to the several districts, you can have the Alwar district, Ajmer, ठीक है. You will have the Savai Madhopur, ठीक है, Udaipur. So specifically in Savai Madhopur, you will have basically the sandstones. In Udaipur, you would have the knees and the limestone. ठीक है. These types of extractions you can found specifically in the Aravalli system. Then you have Delhi supergroup. ठीक है. So in the Delhi supergroup, you may have different types of rocks. Primarily, you may have the Rayalo group. ठीक है. I've already basically given the details of the Rayalo group. So here, specifically in the northern Delhi group, Delhi subgroup is specifically classified into basically different categories of this Rayalo groups. ठीक है. You would have the lower Rayalo group, then you would have the middle Rayalo group, or that you can also call middle Alwar group, and you would have the upper Ajabgarh group. So that is Ajabgarh. You can rub it. ओके, सो अजबगढ़, ठीक है. So again this Rayalo group specifically in the Rajasthan or in the northern Delhi belt, you can basically divide that one. So primarily what type of rocks you will have? Okay, you would have calcite, you would have schist, you would have grit, you would have quartzite, okay, and that basically belongs to this Delhi subgroup or Delhi supergroup. ठीक है, let's move to the new one, that is Vindhyan range. Vindhya range, ठीक है. So here most predominate, basically the rocks that are sandstone, limestone rocks. These two rocks are most predominant. Largest extent of these rocks specifically are found in western Rajasthan. ठीक है. You would also have the lava originated granite, again metamorphic rock. This lava originated granite you would found basically in various districts of Rajasthan, like you will have Jalore, Jodhpur, ठीक है. Now the Vindhyan rocks is developed also in the eastern Rajasthan as well as the southeastern Rajasthan, ठीक है. So you would have basically the region specifically, apart from that you would have also the Mebad also, ठीक है. Now when I say these rocks are also developed in eastern Rajasthan and southeastern Rajasthan also. So where you can found, they are Karoli, ठीक है. You can found in Dholpur, you can also found in Savai Madhopur, ठीक है. So these types of rocks you can easily found over there, ठीक है. Now let's discuss the another important range, that is Malani range, ठीक है. So Malani range is basically formed from the rhyolitic lava group, ठीक है. Specifically this type of ranges you can found in nearby the Jalore. So you will have the Jalore region where you will found the Jalore Sivana and the Arinpura granite. These two are basically belongs to the rhyolitic lava group and which belongs to the Malani range, ठीक है. After discussing the various the rock systems in Rajasthan, let's discuss the desert in the western Rajasthan. This is the most important topic, ठीक है. These topics that we had discussed just now, basically the geological structure of Rajasthan, it seems a little difficult for you all because we are basically not very much involved in these the geological part of the study in our colleges also, apart from whatever if you have the geology as a subject, okay. So the terms, the terminologies specifically with respect to the geology looks little complicated, little difficult to understand, okay. So what you can have basically, you can have the extensive use of internet. Such types of questions can be asked in the prelims as well as in the mains examination of RAS, ठीक है. Okay, so let's discuss the origin and expansion of the deserts in or the desert in western Rajasthan in the next lecture. So let me stop here the geological part, and we'll discuss the desert in the next lecture. All right. So thank you very much for attending this class. Thank you.